This is a 2026 Ford Maverick XL. And here's the question, can you now buy this truck at $20,000? I borrowed it from Garff Ford here in West Valley, Utah. This truck is available for sale. Let's go ahead and check out the window stickers so you guys see some of the options and features on this build. At the very top is the description. And carbonized gray metallic is the exterior paint, navy pierre for the interior with a little bit of black and slate. This is a short listing of the standard features. Be sure to pause so you can see a little bit more. Now, starting off, the options is that 101A equipment group for $2,220. That's basically the powertrain, all-wheel drive. And Ford Copilot was $795. 4K tow package was $745. And here's the base price, $28,145. Destination is $1,695 with a total price of $33,600. And then here are the Philly numbers off to the side. Let me guess, this truck is $13,600, too expensive, right? Not quite. When you see all the features that come a part of this Maverick, I do understand the pricing. I know some people are gonna obviously argue about it, but it's okay because this is really a good deal. If you're looking at the XL, this thing does have LED headlights standard. Think about cars 25, 30 years ago. If you're looking at a base model, compact, anything, it was not gonna have the premium lighting whatsoever. And that's pretty much what every vehicle has today. Right? Active grille shutters is going to help with aerodynamics, cooling. And you guys see it does have the steel wheels, but up front it does have the McPherson front suspension, fabric material for the liner, and then here are the tires, which are Continentals. These are really good tires, 255/65, 17-inch steely. And on the side, that carbonized gray looks pretty darn good. Does sit low, so you don't need running boards. A lot of plastic trimming, but again, no one's complaining because this is the XL. Here's your door handles. Blind spot alert is on this truck too. Power windows. So even though this is 30,000 plus, you still get a lot of nice features. Now I can't remember, I think this has like a 13-gallon fuel tank too. Let me go ahead and open this. Right there, that's how you open the fuel door. 13.8 gallon fuel tank, by the way. I did look it up real quickly. 87 octane or higher. Now remember, there was a time where if you're looking at this hybrid powertrain, you could not get all-wheel drive, so that was the add-on the window sticker, just to make sure I'm clear. Rear parking sensors, backup camera, incandescent taillights, and this does have the 2-inch receiver hitch with a 7 and 4 pin right there. Spare tires there. Independent rear suspension. Unfortunately, this tailgate is not assisted. There's some tie downs out back. No power sliding glass. Those are going to be incandescent bulbs up there. And let's go ahead and check what's under the hood. This is the 2.5 liter inline 4 naturally aspirated engine, good for a targeted 191 horsepower. That doesn't seem like much, but when we drive it today, you'll see that this engine does have a little bit of get up and go because of electric assistance too. But it does have 155 pound-feet of torque. Now that does come on around 4,000 RPM. This engine is pretty overbuilt too. It does have forged connecting rods, and it also has a forged steel crankshaft. So overall, pretty overbuilt. CVT obviously because this is the hybrid system. Let's go ahead and check out the interior. Well executed for a base trim. If this truck was $20,000, you would not see power windows, power door locks. Remember, this truck does have a keyless entry too. Doesn't have smart key, but that's okay. And this is that navy blue, as they call it. You can see that slate, and then the seats are black. It's a decent design, I would say. As far as your steering wheel goes, It is tilt and telescoping. More of that navy blue on the dash. You have some of your lighting controls, bed lighting, and then this is how you pop open that fuel door. Trailer brake. Remember, that probably does come along with that 4K tow package too, right? Now, as far as your seats go, you can adjust them up and down. Thank you so much. They are manual, and that's okay. No lumbar support, but you can adjust the seat back, and you can slide the seat back and forth. Let's go and check out the passenger side. Very interesting door design too, I would say. Let's go ahead and step inside. Yeah, like some bolts right there. All hard plastic, a little bit of storage behind that screen. 13.2 inch screen, by the way. This is not soft open, so it kind of slams open. Some of your storage, cup holders, gear selector, air vents right there. They do give you a vinyl wrapping on this center armrest. And I don't see any power in there. No power. On this side, you can adjust the seat back, but you cannot push the seat up and down. I think that manufacturers should stop being cheap. They should just give you a way to push the seat up and down, just in case you are a little bit shorter, right? Or if you're a little bit too tall, you can get the seat a little bit further down. Out back, I have this seat all the way back too. Only a seat back pocket on the passenger seat here. 3 headrests across. They do give you the lighter colored roof. I won't complain on something like this. That seat all the way back. I'm 6'1", mostly legs. I fit back here, but I would want them to push the seat up just a little bit. 2 Type-C USBs there. And is there any storage below this seat? Let's find out. Shockingly, yes. But because this is a unibody, that's probably why you do have some storage below this back seat. Let's go ahead and jump back over to the driver's seat. It would have been nice to have push button start. That is available for Maverick. No leather wrap steering wheel. 8-inch screen. And let's check out some of the drive modes. So they have slippery, eco, normal, sport, and tow haul mode too. I love how clear the backup camera is too. You can zoom in if you are needing to hook up to a trailer. 4K, that's a lot for something like this, right? I will admit, if I were looking to tow with this, I wouldn't tow much more than jet skis, maybe a motorcycle. But apart from that, 4,000 pounds, that's a lot of weight for something like this. This thing probably doesn't weigh 4,000 pounds, which we'll see here in a second. You have 2 USBs, 12-volt power plug right there. Traction control can be disabled, electronic parking brake. Now on the roof, there is a place for some sunshades. Also, you can turn on these lights, they're LED. Vanity on both sides, and this does slide to give you a little bit better block out for that sun. Now on this screen, I would like to see a better layout for like the hybrid system. I want to see the state of the battery a lot better. Let's go ahead and go to this menu here. If you go to trip and economy, they do have EV coach right there. Put in drive, let's see what it shows. So they do give you that, and that's okay. But I just want to see the battery, state of the battery, things like that, in just one big menu. They do show you how many miles you drive in electric versus total miles, which is going to be engine and electric. If you go to My View, you can customize what you want to see in here. And if you want to configure it, let's go ahead and check that out real quickly. You can pretty much check off what you want to see, what you don't want to see. Also, your tire pressure can be set up in here too. I like that. And let's go ahead and take this for a quick drive. I think that we have to see if this is enough power. thing is pretty quick, guys. I will admit. One thing I like about this Maverick is how nimble it is. That's the first thing I always notice driving this little pickup truck. And if you do a lot of city driving, or if you do a lot of idling, the hybrid just makes so much sense. You're not using any fuel, and I like that. Sometimes you are helping a little bit with the environment, right? But if you're concerned about power, right? I'm going 20 miles an hour, wide open throttle. This little guy has some decent power. It's not slow, and off the line, it can probably outrun that little turbocharged engine that's available with this too. But yeah, overall, this is really a bargain even at this price point. It's really hard for these manufacturers to get these prices down, because if you drop the price of something like this to 20K, what does that do to the market, right? Think about all the people who bought these trucks before. Although I will say manufacturers don't care about that. They could care less, because we saw that with EVs. But yeah, this truck is definitely a bargain with what you're getting. If you're needing a small pickup truck, you don't tow a trailer, but you like to carry stuff, maybe you have a small business, this does work well overall. And I think that's pretty comfortable too. Brakes, I think the brakes are a little touchy, just a little bit. Not my favorite, but visibility is really good. You can see out that back window. And the seats are, I would definitely say, overall comfortable. I would like a little bit more from them, but overall, for what you're paying for this, I won't complain about these seats. On a bumpy back road, you can hear some road noise. I feel like the tires are going to get loud over time for sure. But yeah, overall comfortable. It really does handle well. I took a curve to get on this road, and I was really shocked at how well it maintains. It doesn't squat to the side, you know, like you would expect a more affordable vehicle to do. I feel like the suspension is definitely set a little stiffer than what you would have seen maybe 30 years ago in a entry-level compact vehicle. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out the numbers on the door, and then that will pretty much end this video. Front gross axle weight rating is going to be 2,710 pounds. The rear is 2,800 pounds. Gross vehicle weight rating is 5,330 pounds. And 17 by 7 wide wheels. All-in payload capacity is 1,377 pounds. 35 psi all the way around for the tires. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is a nice truck. Now, obviously it would be nice to see $20,000 for a basic Maverick, but you would have to get rid of a lot of features. And the way that they manufacture these trucks today, they typically come with a lot of nice things like the LED headlights. I always want that, because when I do drive at night, I want the best lighting and visibility I can have. You can tow a small trailer, you have rear parking sensors, and the interior is not bad. And as I said, this thing handles really well. So they definitely do a lot of R&D on these compact vehicles, which probably is harder to get at those $20,000 price points.